Good morning, engineering students, Piscataway High School, and also a big shout out to the robotics team members. Even though they're not working on their robot, I'm sure they're practicing and exercising some good engineering skills somewhere. Today I'm going to show you in TinkerCAD how to draw the roof on a house. Okay, this is especially for our architecture friends. I want to show you how to put more detail into your objects that you draw in TinkerCAD. You can see the house that I drew has roofs on it, different colors, and also a front door. So let's see how I did that. I'll get started. Change to inches. I did experiment with actually trying to draw this in feet and inches, and it was just crazy because of its huge size. TinkerCAD is not really designed for that. TinkerCAD is designed to draw things that you can make on a 3D printer. So we'll just have to stick with our basic inches. It's 2 inches wide, 1.5 inches deep, and I believe 3/4 of an inch high. Okay, this is a review of an earlier video for how to draw Object 5, page 99. Okay, new work plane to draw the roof. Use our roof tool. How convenient. Again, same dimensions, 2 inches wide by 1.5. Well, I could rotate. Right now it thinks I want to rotate it. I could do that right now. But I do want to get the depth, 1.5. And its height, it's only 2 squares for a 1/2 inch. Yep. That's a 1/2 inch, 0.5. Great. Okay, I'm just going to move this off to the side. I'm not going to join it yet because I now want to show you how to create the actual roof itself. I grab the roof tool again. I'm going to rotate it around into position now so you can visualize it better. And I'm just going to extend its proportions a little bit. Instead of being 2 inches long, I'm going to add 1/8 of an inch for the eaves overhang, so 1/8 of an inch on each side would be 2.25, 2.25 inches long. The same with our depth of the house. Instead of 1.5 inches, I'm going to add 1/4 inch on that to make it 1.75. And we need to increase the height by 1/8 inch. So our roof is going to be 1/8 inch thick. That's why I extended it 1/8 inch in each direction. So 1/2 inch plus 1/8 inch would be 5/8, 4.625. All right. And now we have to hollow it out. So that's why I didn't join together this segment. I'm going to use the copy tool. Duplicate, they call it. I just duplicate that and I just drag away, and there's the second copy of it. I'm going to take that second copy and turn that into a hollow shape. And now I'm going to join together. I'm going to extend the length of it. Just, I won't say just for the fun of it, but also, well, first of all, I have to make it the same length as the new roof, but I'm going to make it even longer. Instead of 2.25, I'm going to make it 2.5, just so you can see how the hollow part extends out. I'm now going to join these two together, group these two together. Well, first I have to align them. So find the middle part. There we go. And now in the center there. So let's take a closer look at what I just made. You see, I let them stick out on both sides just so you can see the effect of when you group them. It'll now become a hollow roof, like so. Good, so now you can see that, and we're going to change the color of our roof. Let's make that yellow, all right? we can now join these two guys together, group them together, or align as TinkerCAD calls it. Center. Did that center it? No, I'm not sure what that just did. Let me undo that. Not sure what I did. No. All right, well, go back to our yellow. I don't think I did anything here. So I try it again. Align. All right. Centering it. Good. And now center those parts together. There we go. Great. Now I'm going to join those together, group them, and pick a different color. Let's make it blue. Okay. All right, so now we have our roof and our group. It's time to now join our roof to our structure of our house. Align tool, centering, and now let's try, this gets a little tricky. The align tool is not my favorite tool, but it does work. I think there, if I select that and say position them in the middle, I don't like the way it moved the base. I prefer to have the bottom of the house as my base, but that's going to work. Now let's take a peek around. Is everything centered? Yep, our roof is centered. Nice little overhang of just a eighth of an inch. That looks really good. We have our eaves. Our eaves hanging on the gable end, like so. There's our eaves are right under here. And then we also have our soffit. And now we're going to group those together. But we want to keep them, our two different unique colors, yellow and blue. So I first group it together, like so. Then I grab the color tool, and down here you have this multicolor button. When I click that, it goes back to the two original colors, the yellow roof and the blue. And then look, I could grab the yellow, and they're grouped together because I could move those together. If they weren't grouped together, the roof would come off the house. I could pull on the base of the house. I'm now going to turn off my work plane. And there it is. I now have my house finished. To do the front door, I'd take a new work plane, grab the box up front here, place that on the work plane. That's important. That's be positioned in the work plane. Set my dimensions. 3/4 of an inch high, 0.75. Depth of only a 1/2 inch. Not sure where it's getting its measurements from. That's definitely 1 inch. I want that. I want 3/4 high. I want to get it a 1/2 inch. There, right there, 1/2 inch, 0.5. Okay. And now I want to group them together. This is already a group, so this should stay together. I want to align them together. Middle button. And now I definitely want base. I think that did it. I don't like the way it moved. It moves the house to the part you're drawing, but since the house is grouped together, it looks like it worked out fine. It's one good object. Okay, let's make a roof for our front door. I could also change the color of the front door right now if I want. I got blue, match the rest of our house. Roof for the front door. To do that, I change my work plane, and I make a work plane on the surface right there. Okay, now we have a couple roof triangles to make. First, we need the original shape of the house, which is going to be 1 inch wide. I think that's a default. It's only a 1.5 squares high. A 1.5 squares high, which is 1/4 plus 1/8 is 3/8, 0.375. Its depth is only 1/2 inch. No, we want it to protrude into the rest of the house. I think 1 1/4 is the magic number. We'll find out in a minute. And 1 inch wide, good. So now we're going to align this. This will be tricky, but let's see what happens. No, it just went, okay, undo. All right, I've got to join this together because I have to join the front door together at the base of the house or I'm going to get in trouble. This is where things get messy. Join. Okay, now if I grab, oh, I can't change that. Now it's align the roof with the rest of the house, or the small roof with the rest of the house. Centering. Okay, and now try that. I think we're in good positioning this way. Now, how do I tell it I want the end of that? There we go. I think that works. I think I'm telling it I want the house to be... No, I'm not sure what that just did. Oh, there we go. No, positioned it too far. You can see the roof. Try right there. Okay, now we just got to get the height of it. Height's a little out of whack. Let's take a peek at what we have. This is where I'm not a fan of TinkerCAD. It repositioned it somewhere in the wrong spot. We'll see what happens. Let me just drag it out of the way. You see it's too low. Select, align. I want that. I'll try that. It might be where, it might be the level I want. I think it corrected the level. No, it's floating. Try that. No. All right. This might... I think I've got myself into real trouble with this thing. And just keep going back till I start all over again. It's the only thing I could do. I think I'm on the correct work plane now. Where am I? Okay, Mr. G, be patient. TinkerCAD is not my favorite software. I can't tell if it's, well, yeah, I can tell. Look at that. It's not, it's obviously not in the same plane. I might have to redraw it. That's probably what I got to do. In fact, I'll take one last chance. Going to align it. First, I'll see if I could, yeah, it's going to drop down too low. At least that's what it looks like. Maybe not. Well, here's one trick. Can I use the arrow keys to, no, it's got the whole thing together as a group right now. Yeah, it's too low. Okay. If all else fails, just start over again. Roof on the surface. I've got, it's not even a roof yet. I've got quite a bit of work to do. 1.25 for length. Height of it, 0.375. Okay, so that was easy to redraw. Now I want to position it. Here we go. Lining it with our house. Of course, that could be the problem, is because I have the house as a group. And it's possible maybe I should have drawn the I don't want to line it there. Oh, definitely center things. Okay. I wonder if I could just use the arrow keys. No, that doesn't work. How about that? No. That might be it right there. Yes, so that was the button to align it to the front. Okay. Now it's time to make the front roof. Once again, just drop it over here. This time I'm going to change some dimensions. Still 1 1/4 length. Oh, just FYI, the length of that segment, roof segment, intersects and it doesn't stick out the back. It's not too long. Okay, I'm pretty excited here. 1.25. Okay, I now need to make it wider by 1/8 of an inch from both directions, so that should be 1 1/4. 1.25. And then I have to add 1/8 inch to the height. It was 3/8 plus another 1/8, 4/8 is 1/2 inch, 0.5, so that's the default. Okay, there's our front roof. Now I'm going to take this, make a copy of it, drag the copy over, and do I have to make it a little longer? No, it's the same length. So I can now make that a hollow, and I can join these two together and align them. It shouldn't be too difficult. End to end, and how about a center dot right there? There we go. And now I have to join these, group these together. So I hollow it out. All right, change the color, yellow. Okay, and it occurs to me I want it to stick out a little bit. Is it not too late to extend the length of it? I could use the arrow tool for that. At least I'll try. It'll be interesting. So I want to join that to this. Do I have to group this together now? Yeah, because I can see that moving around on me. So group this. I forgot to make that blue. Is it not too late? I ungroup it. Make this blue now. Okay. Now group them together. And now join our new front roof to the main part of the house. And this will be definitely interesting. It's the same level, it's the correct level. It's, boy, how did I get that? Is that gonna work? Let's try it. No, it moves. I don't know why it moves out. I thought that's been grouped together. I'm gonna make sure of that. Okay. Take a deep breath, Mr. G. We can get this. Center it? No. Why is that moving? I thought I grouped that together. Undo that. Alright. Group. Oh, maybe I hit the wrong button. It's grouped. I know, this is cheating. I wonder if... oh, well, that's not good. Stretching isn't going to work. This is all together. This is definitely grouped together, because when I pull on the little triangle here, the whole house moves. All right. One more time. What if I have to grab the whole picture for aligning? Doesn't, it's too bad it gives you a dot. If I get closer up, there we go. So by getting closer and selecting the whole house object, the roof is now aligned in the direction I want it. And this is the center point. I think I got it. Now to extend it out a little bit. If we go on top view, if I select this, can I hit the arrow key to, no, okay. The only thing I need to do is give this a little bit of an overhang, which I should have planned that. I'm not quite sure what I want, how to do that. Unless I make another roof and just attach it, but that's cheating. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to stop the video and give you guys a chance to practice what I just showed you. And good luck being creative with your house. You could obviously add a door. To add a door, you have to do work right there with it. In fact, the door isn't that hard. It's basically, let's see, we were 3/4 of an inch high, so 0.75, enter, thickness, door thickness, there we go, 1/8 of an inch, could even be less, 0.1, 1/10 of an inch, not much. We definitely don't want it 1 inch wide. We only want door to be 1/2 inch, 0.5. And now I swore I changed the thickness of it. Try that again. 0.1, 1/10 of an inch. Great. Okay. Now to make the door hollow, draw another rectangle. This time a little less than 3/4 of an inch instead of 3/4. How about let's see, we'll take 1/10 off, so 0.65. Make our width 1/10 off from each side, so that'd be 0.2. So 0.5 minus 0.2 is 0.3. Is that right? Oh, let's get one more. The thickness, keep that. What was our thickness? Was 1/10 of an inch, right? Now point. Try it again. Actually, I can make it a little thicker, 0.2, because we're subtracting. All right. That doesn't look in correct proportion, so I got to change. This was a 1/2 inch, I thought. Perhaps, let's double check our measurements. 0.5, yeah. What was our thickness? 1/10 of an inch. So we take off it. 1/10 is pretty thick. Our door frame. Let's make this thinner or thick, wider. 0.4. There we go. Okay. Let's join the two together. Align them. Okay, center to center. And base. I think we got it. With one exception. Yeah, it's centered. Well, don't be misled. I just want to align the bases of these guys. Right there. Yeah, good. Okay. Now let's unjoin. Or join together, get grouped together. That's it. There we go. There's our door frame. Okay. And we'll leave it red. Now I got to put the door frame to our house. So I group them, align, and we're already got our faces correct. I think it's just a matter of centering it and aligning it to the base. And there is our door frame, a little on the thick side, but a good start. Hit undo. No, don't undo. I always get messed up. Work plane. I don't know where our horizontal work plane is, but there it is. Okay. Let's move our house back onto our, well, I didn't group the front door yet, so group the front door together. I can't possibly, let's see. Yeah, they're together already, and I have the color because multicolor is set. Okay, so there's a house, front door of the house, and I just got to get the roof to extend out, which I could just make a little roof and join that together. I'll think about that. But there we go. And don't forget to change the name to something more practical. House with roof. Okay, and let me sign off on my recording.